What is up, everybody? Welcome to Apocaflix Now, our movie hangout show from Apocaflix Movies. And today we are literally just hanging out, watching a movie, BSing, talking some crap, shooting the stuff. What is going on? I'm your host, Jacob Bartley. I am joined by my other two Apocaflixers here, Gio Ramos and Jake Berlin. What is going on, guys?
Doing good. I'm curious about this movie. I've never seen it. Is it better than Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Fucking right it is.
Okay. I have yet to see the movie, so I'm not. We'll see.
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I can't compare those two movies
because it beat Zack Snyder's Justice League, so that means
they are incomparable. But I said that so fast because Billy in the chat is a big Zack Snyder fan just as well as you are.
He is. Billy.
I know Rachel's a Superman person. And so I was excited to say that right off the bat, just to kind of get the juices flowing, because apparently, according to Mr. Bartley, we talk shit on this show. So let's get it going.
Absolutely. Why not? Well, yeah, Gio, those two movies are incomparable unless we're talking about the Aquaman underwater scenes. Then you can maybe have a comparison there.
Jacob, that Aquaman cameo in this movie is fire, though. It's fire.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
Oh,
it was, before Aquaman was cool. So if the viewers didn't know, I actually watched this movie maybe was it 2 months ago or a little under 2 months ago?
It was early. It was definitely earlier this year. Yeah.
Earlier this year, I watched it for the movie watching challenge and I reviewed it and I really enjoyed it. It's a fun movie and it's definitely one of the most untalked about, unappreciated Disney animated films for sure.
I agree.
I would say so.
It's one of my favorite movies of all time. If I were to ever make a list of I couldn't put an exact number on it, but if I were to make a list of probably just to be safe for now, 25, it's probably in that 25 list.
Wow.
And
that's
off the top of my head, it's probably my third favorite animated movie ever.
Wow.
That is
somewhere in that range.
That's a big deal. That means you have 3 animated films in your top 25 too. So
it does. The two ahead of it, I have The Lion King and A Bug's Life before it.
That makes me think we don't talk about our favorite movies of all time that much on the show. Maybe we should do something about that.
Maybe we do some kind of tier ranking with it. I don't know. We'll
our older rankings are on our website still, but
they are.
Those might need to be updated, to be honest.
No, we'll definitely do it here.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about show stuff to do and more ranking ideas because it's been fun for us, and doing our top movies definitely is something that's on the list. So absolutely,
yeah. Alrighty, so for those of you who don't know, we're doing a watch along. Normally, the watch along episodes are just the watch along. I was challenged last week, and A League of Their Own is the movie that won, and I will be watching it and giving my thoughts for next week. So keep an eye out for that. Finally, I'm going to watch A League of Their Own.
I am so excited.
Was it Brian's movie?
It was my movie. But first of all, just to touch on it before we get going. So there's a couple people on this panel, not just these two exactly, but a couple people that are included on this channel that notoriously challenge the same people over and over and over again to the same movie. I've challenged you to A League of Their Own probably 5 different times, but it's never been back to back. It's never been back to back. And I've been waiting for this movie to be picked because I want to watch it again. And I'm definitely going to watch it before next week's show. And I'm pumped.
I think I remember over a year ago it was challenged. So since then, you've probably been challenging.
I've been trying dude, I'm telling you, I've been trying for so long.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, I'm stoked. So I'm definitely going to watch it. We'll talk about it next week. We will jump into the watch along. As you guys have noticed from the past watch alongs, we don't just talk about Atlantis, the Lost Empire, but we will talk about the movie, but we'll get into some other stuff as well. Jake, why don't you set them up for the timer and everything like that?
Yeah. So if you don't know, the movie's available on Disney Plus. You can just pop it on and check it out. We're going to be watching Jesus, Billy. We're gonna be watching this, hanging out,
Good name.
and checking this movie out. If you guys have questions, if you want to talk about random stuff, questions about the movie world currently going on, I will preface right now. We are not talking any incoming Black Widow reviews. We want to be kept completely quiet.
What?
And so please don't comment on anything Black Widow in the chat. We won't highlight it. We won't talk about it. We want to be kept in the dark as much as possible. We're seeing it next week. Starter, to your comment, there is no watch party unless you're on a computer. We're watching on our TVs. I'll have a timer going the entire time, so in case you get lost. But we're going to be on the zeros mark on Disney Plus. And so with that said, gentlemen, if you guys are ready, I think I am ready.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see
All right.
what this movie's all about.
I will count us down, and we will get going. And I'll say play. So we'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and play.
Black Widow ad. No, just kidding.
Shut up, Gio. So for those of you who are watching and maybe not know the story behind this, you are currently looking at... Oh, hold on. You are currently looking at the OG faction of Apocaflix movies.
That is a very true fact.
It's
Gio's
very
usually
rare.
the one to point that out.
It's very rare that it happens, but it does happen where the three of us are on screen together just by ourselves.
A
We're like
Justice
the-
League of their own.
We're like the timekeepers of Apocaflix. We're the OGs.
Which, did you guys see that they released a Timekeepers poster?
Did they really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, which are leading people to believe that we'll see him next, or we'll see him tonight on tonight's episode. I forgot the opening of this movie. This is incredible.
Yeah, so when I rewatched it, or when I watched it, when you challenged me to it, I loved this opening because when do you ever see Atlantis above sea? You know,
We saw it for a very quick moment in Aquaman.
in Aquaman, yeah. So I love that idea. I would love to see like any type of Atlantis mythology movie where like the first hour is like above sea, and then we see something like this in live action.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Turn off your phone during the movies, y'all. I hope this style of animation never goes away. You know, like I know 3D and all that's, you know, popular, and animation will continue evolving, but I don't know. 2D animation with a blend, like a hybrid.
Yeah, it's what we grew up on for the most part.
Yeah.
Did the title just pop up for you guys, or am I ahead?
I'm still at the kid reading the book.
Mm.
I might be behind a little bit. Right now I'm looking at a planet in the fogs with the rocks floating.
No, I think I'm ahead is what it is. Jake, you're muted. Oh, he wasn't talking to us. Gio, so there's not a lot of them, but would you say that, like, I guess, I don't know, I was going to say, what's your favorite movie that involves Atlantis, but there's not enough, honestly.
Sorry, gentlemen. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. There's not enough to, like, have that conversation, I don't think.
Yeah.
GM, who voices Milo Thatch? Without looking in the comments, who voices Milo Thatch?
Who's that?
The main character we're listening to right now, dude.
It's not Michael J. Fox, is it?
No, it's Gordon Levitt.
It's Michael J. Fox.
Okay.
Wait, it's Michael J. Fox?
Mm-hmm.
It's Michael J. Fox.
Where did I read Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Man, he would have been
This is
super
way
young.
before. This is JGL was like 7 years old when this movie came out.
I don't know. Wasn't he on like Third Rock from the Sun?
Mm.
Jeez, this guy's
That's a
40
pretty-
years old.
Pretty cool tech.
Oh, Chuck, you're right. JGL's Treasure Planet. I forgot
Oh,
about
is
that.
this not? Oh, okay.
I forgot about that. That's a double feature, like an absolutely incredible double feature.
That's probably what Gio was thinking of.
I know Chuck mentioned that a little bit earlier. I will say I do miss this style of animation. The super old school 2D version. Billy, you're right. Milo Thatch is 100% Tom Holland.
Oh man, that.
Wait a minute. What's hold on, wait a minute.
What?
What's the name of the movie that we're watching right now?
Atlantis.
Oh my god, I have Treasure Planet on right now.
Oh my!
No
God.
way. Hold
I'm
on a
like,
second. Okay, when Gio was like, "I'm on the kid reading the book, and I see a planet," I was like,
What is happening?
Hold on. I was like, "What the hell is he talking about?"
Gio, you better turn Atlantis on, bro. Get going.
I got you. Okay, hold on, wait.
I'll throw the timer up for you. Yeah, everyone just blow Gio up in the chat, please. Oh my god.
Goodness. How did that happen?
The one person who hasn't seen it.
So wait, we're watching Atlantis: The Lost Empire, not Milo's
Atlantis.
Return,
That
right?
means you missed the dope ass opening.
Were you wondering what we were talking about, Gio?
Yeah, because I'm like, well, dude, this is pretty cool. Like, you know, like
We're all
I was
talking
gonna ask,
about
like, why are there ships in the sky? And I'm like,
we're all talking about the surface of Atlantis and stuff.
What the hell?
Oh my goodness!
all right, hold on. I'll watch the beginning part like another time. Let me just catch up to where you're at.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Chuck, apparently he didn't look at the thumbnail, the Twitter.
I did, but
nothing.
I don't know. Treasure Planet was on my mind for whatever reason.
That is hilarious.
I will say though,
Okay.
Treasure Planet, an incredible animated film that's way too underrated.
Damn. I mean, I only had a few sips of wine, but Jesus, cut him off.
That
Are you caught up, Gio?
Yeah, the professor with the bunch of maps.
yeah,
He's talking.
yeah.
Okay, cool. You're in the same area then. Wow, like Chuck said, what a jabroni.
I love you, Chuck.
I mean, so basically, there was opening in Atlantis, and it was on the surface, and they showed it go into the water.
We
then
saw
it
the
cuts
sinking
Milo.
of Atlantis in this world. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it cut to modern day with Milo.
Have we gotten any live action like Atlantis stories? You know, because I know they did a movie like Pompeii and whatnot. Like,
Nope.
I don't know. That
Nope.
would be fascinating. It would be dark.
I've been saying it for ever since Disney did the Jungle Book, which that was the first live action adaptation they like really like in the new era of live action adaptation.
Yeah, I don't count the Alice in Wonderland stuff. Like it wasn't
Okay, so yeah, so the ever since they did the Jungle Book,
but
I've been saying Atlantis is the one that I wanted the most. It's the one because first of all, you don't have to take every aspect of this film. You take the bones and you make what's a great Disney animated film about sci-fi, fantasy, creativity, all these interesting characters in this world, and you make this bonkers movie that we've never seen before. And Chuck's right. There was a show, Stargate Atlantis was the closest thing. Jason Momoa was in that. That's the closest thing we've gotten to it. But as far as
and then
a film
obviously
goes,
Aquaman, like, but
yeah, but
that's its
Aquaman
own
doesn't
superhero
really,
DC version of Atlantis, right?
yeah,
Like,
Aquaman, like to a point, doesn't even really deal with the Atlantis stuff. It more so deals with like the kingdoms of the sea, right?
well,
It's not just about Atlantis.
in the DC world is different than Atlantis out like regular Atlantis mythology, you know?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I would love to see this movie made into live action.
So there's so many characters that like I could see some great actors playing those roles.
100%. We would need to do a casting table for this entire movie. Like this entire movie.
We should do that more animated adaptation casting tables.
Absolutely.
Like,
I'm down.
And we take like
obviously
the top, like 5 or 6, 8 characters or whatever.
Obviously Milo is like Tom Holland or bust.
Yeah, now that you guys put that in my head, I can't imagine anybody else. But
and
he's like
I know it's a typical choice, right? For example, like Black Superman, Michael B. Jordan is like the typical choice. Maybe we put like some kind of asterisk and be like,
I wouldn't mind a Logan Lerman in that role. Either.
I agree. Logan Lerman, Dylan O'Brien. There's a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, Milo's actually not even that young either. He can be a little like Andrew Garfield. Andrew Garfield would be fire.
Hey, honestly, he kind of like has the same like body style as him.
There's a lot of good choices out there. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We need to cast Maul. We need to cast Maul. That's what.
Oh yeah.
Not Darth Maul, Gio, just Maul.
You got me confused here.
Yeah, random subject change.
you'll see the lightsabers here in about 15 minutes.
Hey Jay, question: could you see the National Treasure franchise property exploring Atlantis or like involving Atlantis?
To an extent, yes, 100%.
Yeah, like something involving Atlantis. That'd be cool.
If they do a television show, I could see one season focusing on like one of those myths out there,
underwater,
right? Like
stuff.
Bermuda Triangle or Atlantis or something like that. I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be really cool to see Nick Cage go to Atlantis. Would be pretty badass. It won't happen, but you know,
it should be Nick Cage though.
Never say never.
I agree.
They're developing a series and a movie, right? At the same time.
Supposedly, but the movie's been in development hell for like 8 years or something, 10 years.
So has Black Adam, but hey.
Well, I don't know if that's considered developmental hell, but there's been people attached to that, correct? Yeah, Chuck, that's definitely what I mean. It would definitely be more factual than fantastical. It would be more realistic driven than fantasy driven, for sure. Like they did with El Dorado, right? El Dorado was the city of gold was behind Mount Rushmore, right? Like they made it practical inside of the world that we live in.
Well, there's no superheroes or anything in this, you know. It's all just set in the real world. If Atlanta exists. Atlantis
it could be very, and this is a weird comparison, but remember in Godzilla King of the Monsters where Godzilla was hiding in that city underwater, right? Like it could be very similar to that, where an ancient civilization just fell apart, and hundreds of years ago, they sank per se, or the oceans got so high it swallowed them. And that's kind of the route that you go.
Sorry.
Brian, we mentioned Tom Holland because he's the obvious. Taron Egerton's an interesting choice.
Oh yeah,
Very
I can see that.
Choice.
I can see that for sure.
The one that kind of popped in my head, Brian, was Andrew Garfield. I think Andrew Garfield would be a really cool choice for this character. A little older, but can play young.
Well, we don't know Milo's age, do we? Like he could be 30.
No, but he's not like 22 years old, right?
Yeah, he's
not
older.
Young.
Yeah. Isn't he a professor? Like
yeah, exactly. Like he's past college, and of course there's a lot of people who can play that character, but who knows?
No, I think Andrew Garfield would be great. Honestly, I think like obviously the Tom Holland that would work too.
I don't know. Now that you guys put Andrew Garfield in my head, I think he'd be a great choice.
No, I mean, once Jake said that, that's who I would go with.
I mean, other than this December, his schedule is pretty much clear, and one other project that was announced. So.
Well, he's not going to be filming this December.
Mm-hmm.
Jake, just so we don't say anything, have you seen Fast 9?
I have. I wanted to ask you guys, and might as well do it on stream.
Yeah.
Are you guys available on Thursday evening to do a spoiler review for it?
Should be.
Because next week, I mean, we can do it next Tuesday, but that's already
It's a
like a
little
week
late.
out, right?
Yeah.
So maybe on Thursday evening, we just jump on and do like a half-hour review of Fast 9.
Yeah, if it's not going to be too long, then I should be able to make it.
I don't think we need more than a half. I don't think we need more than a half hour to break it down.
I'll be recording first round podcast that night, so maybe we could do it before or after.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That way we get out of the way, and
then we don't wait another 5 days to do it.
yeah, and there's already a bunch of news that I'm bummed that we're not talking about, but we're going to talk about next week, like the Shang-Chi trailer, right? There's a bunch of stuff that we haven't been able to talk about that I definitely want to talk about Tuesday, and the week after that is going to be a full-blown Black Widow episode, so which I'll be missing, which I'm bummed about, but it is what it is.
So all I want to know, if we were doing the tier ranking with F9, where would you have put it? That's all I want to know. S through D.
Who are you asking, Jake or me?
Well, actually, both of you, but I want to know. I already know how you feel about it, Gio.
Probably C.
Okay.
I've gone back and forth on my because I ranked the whole saga on Letterboxd, and
okay.
I've gone back and forth switching a couple around so many times over the last just 2 days.
So this is definitely not the worst to you. Like, you think 8 is worse than
8 is one of the worst action movies I've ever seen in my entire life. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I have them on the same. Like, I have F9 a little bit better than 8, but
I have a lot of issues with this movie, and we'll talk about them.
Yeah.
Brian, that's the mole guy is the best guy. Don't you dare come after Mole like that. Now, who would we cast? Who would we cast as Mole?
Oh my goodness!
That's obviously the big choice is Danny DeVito, but Danny DeVito's getting older, right? Who could you cast as Mole? I have an interesting thought for Mole. It would be a total change for the character as far as size goes, but Peter Dinklage.
Oh wow!
When you started saying that, I had a feeling you were going there. Yeah,
Peter Dinklage.
I could see that.
I mean, I don't know enough about the character. I'm only finding him out right now, but it looks like I think about Jonah Hill from Wolf of Wall Street with the glasses, and like,
Jonah Hill would be hella funny. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be cool, bro.
That I could see Jonah Hill doing it too. I don't know if he'd take such a side role like that these days, but he should.
You take the paycheck.
Oh, you know who they would get? You know who they'd get? Josh Gad.
Oh yeah, he's a Disney guy.
Yeah. He's LeFou already.
Yeah.
Well, and he was in what was that movie? The terrible movie.
Pixels?
That came out? No. Well, that's terrible too. But the Disney movie that came out went straight to streaming. It was like the first one.
Artemis Fowl?
Yeah, Artemis Fowl.
He was in Artemis Fowl?
Yes, terrible. Like, it's not his fault, but his character was like the worst part of the movie. Remember, he was like he went through the ground.
I never saw it.
Oh my god!
I would for Mole. It can be anybody, and I know Chuck says size jokes. Really, it has nothing to do with size. Peter Dinklage, I think, could be wacky enough for the character. You need someone who can go straight whack. Like, just go straight wacky with the character.
No, he could do it.
Now, this dude, you need the guy from Avatar, Don't Breathe, the white-haired guy.
Oh yeah.
God,
I know
what's his name?
I can't think of it either.
Hold on.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Gio would know if he were here.
And everybody wanted him to play Cable, right?
Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang.
You need Stephen Lang to play the Colonel.
They call him
It's just
Slang.
too perfect. It's like Avatar all over again.
Thank you guys. Seen, do you watch Better Call Saul?
No.
I just started watching it. I'm on season 2. I love Breaking Bad. It's like my favorite drama of all time. So I started watching Better Call Saul. But there's like a lawyer who's like his like friend / love interest, and the actress who plays her could play.
Is it Helga? Helga, right?
Yeah, the Helga character. But Helga has an accent, right? My volume's really low.
Yeah,
but they don't have to adapt it exactly like that.
She has a not a big accent.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's for Helga. There's obviously so many choices, right?
So her name is Rhea Seehorn. Is who I was thinking of.
There's so many choices for the Helga. She's blonde, right? She's muscular. She's action heavy. My first instinct, I thought Emily Blunt would be amazing, but she's always my go-to. So
yeah.
True. Brian Nussbaum, Ivani Strahovski. Yes, that was one of my top choices too. Ivani Strahovski was amazing.
So
she's in Dexter, right? Is it Dexter?
Yes, I have a love-hate relationship with that actress. I love her as an actress; she's a great actress, but I hate her character on Dexter.
She's in Handmaid's Tale, and she's kind of a pseudo villain for Handmaids. But I wanted her to be Captain Marvel. I 100% wanted her to be Captain Marvel when they were first casting for her. Another choice, and I'm going back to my Viking history. Catherine Winnick. Catherine Winnick would kill this role.
Man, I don't know any Vikings actors.
You know what's gonna? Hey, next movie challenge, I'm gonna flip the switch and do a TV challenge and challenge you all to watch Viking.
So Keith and I used to do that with homework assignments, but we made it fair. We're like, all right, you have to watch the first 2 episodes of season 1. And then, like, if you don't want to keep watching, that's up to you. But we would challenge each other to that. Because sometimes when I watch a show, I'm like, all right, it's too late. I'm hooked. Yeah. I can't stop watching it. Yeah.
Chuck, you're right. She is definitely Ivani Strahovski. She is. Oh, yeah. Brian Nussbaum, Ana de Armas as Audrey is a great casting. She's too big of an actress for that type of role. I'll tell you that much. They probably would not be able to get her for that role. You'd probably see some kind of young and coming actress, someone who might be in the Disney family already. It's a lot of choices for that type of role. A lot of choices. Naomi Scott for Audrey. She was Jasmine.
That would work.
Boom. Naomi Scott is Audrey.
I was thinking of Audrey. Audrey might be one of my favorite characters in this movie.
I like her too. I like her a lot.
What's the old lady's name? I forget. But the old lady has the funniest line in the movie. I won't say it, but it's later on in the movie. Now I can't not see Ivana Trotsky in that role.
Go into the beast's turf, try to fight him, and now you're struggling. It's crazy, man. I want to see James Wan do something like this.
Seeing this in live action would be so dope.
Wait, that character's name is Dr. Joshua Strongbear Sweet. What do they call him though? They don't call him that.
They call him Dr. Sweet.
Oh, Dr. Sweet. Okay, so if they went like visually accurate for the characters, do they have to cast Terry Crews in that role for Dr. Sweet?
No, dude, I was thinking Makad Brooks from Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
yep. After seeing him in Mortal Kombat,
Yeah, I was thinking him from Mortal Kombat.
dude, his arms were huge in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Huge.
100%.
Wait, Jake, have you seen A Quiet Place 2 yet?
No, dude.
Oh my god, no
I'm
way.
waiting for Gabby, and we've been so busy and with the puppy and everything, and work from both of us has been killing us. It's been hard to get out to go see a movie.
So my brother like relies on me to like tell him when movies come out. He's like, he called me like 2 days ago. He's like, why didn't you tell me A Quiet Place 2 was out? And I'm like, I thought you knew. I was like, that came out a while ago.
Mike Coulter is good. He played Luke Cage, obviously.
Oh yeah,
Netflix. And Billy, you're playing with my heartstrings, bud. Smallville. That's what I'm going to challenge you guys to.
I need to watch Smallville.
Yeah, you do, bruh. Gio, I'll
is
do
it
a watch
still
along.
on Hulu or something?
It's on Hulu. Gio, I'll do a watch along with you.
After we review season 1 of Superman and Lois, because that first season
Is it over?
Fire.
No. They're returning in July.
So
It
I'm
is.
like, wait,
You got plenty of time to catch
they're
up.
returning to season 1? Like they took another break?
It took another break.
Wow. I'm like 4 episodes behind, so I'm
Plenty
excited
of
to
time
get caught
catch
up. Yeah, I like it though.
Oh, that's cool. They did something cool for the fallen soldiers or sailors. Reminds me of Ramsey and Fast 9. How do you?
Really? Guillermo del Toro for this in live action. I don't know if I would want him to direct this in live action. He has a very specific style. I don't want a Hellboy vibe to it.
No, but see, hey, Jake, to counter that, Guy Ritchie has a very particular style, but he surprised us with Aladdin. So
that's true,
It's a good
but
point.
there were definitely those Guy Ritchie-isms in there.
true, sure.
Which I enjoyed in Aladdin though.
So did I. Aladdin's
Yeah.
the best live action Disney movie. Period.
100%.
Over
Not even
Cruella?
close.
Yeah.
Cruella is so good, man.
The Cruella's great. It's great. It really is great. I agree. Rachel, we will 100% will be doing Superman and Lois. I know Gio asked me because I think he wants to know my connection to Smallville and this show particularly.
So
I'm a Smallville freak.
I have until July 18th to binge watch all of Smallville. So
No, don't rush through it,
What are you
bro.
talking about? It's like 10 seasons.
is it?
It's 10 seasons.
It's 10 seasons and there's 20 plus episodes each season, Gio. You're not doing that since
You're gonna watch 200.
There's
like,
214
40
episodes, I think.
40-minute episodes.
Somebody save me.
Damn, I would have to play it at like
Wait, is there like a
times speed?
connection to Superman and Lois or something? Is that
No,
why this is
just
coming
because
up?
it's a
Okay.
Superman TV show.
Oh, okay. Wait, Rachel, I didn't know you were. Are you just a Superman and Lois fan, or are you like a big Superman?
She's all Superman all the time.
I've never heard her even like. I don't remember her talking about Man of Steel though.
Are you kidding me? No, I mean, like it's. I don't know. I'll
Rachel,
let Rachel talk.
Do you like Man of Steel?
Who could play Vinny? I know they already talked about it. Adrian Brody was thrown out there.
Oh, that'd be funny. What is? Do we know like his ethnicity? What is he supposed to be?
Oh, he's Italian.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
I'm just gonna look up best or most well-known Italian actors.
Man, can't believe they used to have those huge circle glasses like that.
I love this movie so much.
The cliche: hit the wrench on the thing and it works.
Come on, Gio, time period, bro.
No, it's fine. I'm not. It's not a criticism.
Gio, what year did this movie come out? Take a guess.
Atlantis. I want to say 98, 99.
Jacob, do you have a guess?
I know.
Oh, you do? Okay. It's 01.
Yeah. Okay. Not too far off.
Because I was looking up how old Joseph Gordon-Levitt was. He was 20.
This guy.
So he could have voiced Milo.
He was 20 in 01?
Yeah, he's 40.
What?
Mm-hmm.
My guy Billy in the chat. He knows. Yep. 214, baby.
Whoa, you played a Superman theme at your wedding? That is badass.
Damn, Rachel.
Props.
Was it the Hans Zimmer theme or the John Williams?
I don't think you'll ever be able to top that, Gio. She's the bigger DC fan.
Yep. Agreed.
Nope. She
played the Superman theme at her wedding. You can't top that.
I'm gonna hire Hans Zimmer to
okay.
Read from the Bible and do you Gio? Yeah.
Is he gonna play play music for you, like with the band and everything?
Yeah, he's gonna orchestrate. Okay, he's gonna do the thing. Yeah.
If you do that, then I guess it tops it.
So back to this movie real quick. The reason why I think that I love this movie so much is because the mythology behind it was something that was like the first time I'd ever really seen in a movie. I was young. I was only 9 years old when this movie came out. And so seeing like the history behind it all, and that's why I think history is my favorite subject. And I love movies like National Treasure and just all this type of stuff where it's like treasure hunting and figuring out clues and stuff. This movie is full of that type of stuff, and I love it.
No, I get that. I think that's why like things that we watch when we're kids, they stick with us. That's why obviously we love our like superhero and Star Wars stuff, but like I watched that Mortal Kombat movie, the original, like 100 times when I was a kid. So like that mythology stuck with me, But I don't know. I just Jake, are you afraid of the ocean?
As far in what term?
I think everybody is, right? But I'm terrified of it. Like I won't even go on a cruise because like It's just like
I'm
scariest
not a
thing to
fan
me.
of I'm not a fan of a cruise simply because I think cruise ships can go down, and I also don't like the idea of just being stuck somewhere with no way to kind of get out for a little
Yeah,
while.
that's true.
I don't think it has anything to do with the ocean. Like say we were to sail a boat in the middle of the ocean, open water. It would take a lot for me to get out in the water just because I don't know what's underneath me.
Yeah.
I'm not like petrified of it, but I definitely second guess and think about everything before I do it when it comes to the ocean.
Yeah, that's fair. No, because like
And the fact that we've only explored like the smallest percentage of it.
Yeah,
We have no idea
knows?
what's out there. None.
Exactly. No, because like my stepdad's like, I'm gonna take you guys deep sea fishing sometime. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. What?
Some creepy stuff out there in the deep sea, man.
I was just thinking, like, would you go on a mission like this if they needed you? You know, if they needed me and they were like, we're gonna pay you like $1 million if you die, we'll give it to your family. Then I'll be like, all right.
Honestly,
sure.
I probably would, because I don't know. Yes, Billy, Indiana Jones vibes 100%. I don't know what we were talking about or how it came up about if they asked you to go on a mission in space.
Oh,
do you remember that question?
It was like, would you go to like the first people to go to Mars or something?
Yeah, the first people to settle on Mars, and I said yes. I think I would say yes to this.
Yeah,
something like this. I don't think I could pass up something like this, no matter how much the risk is. You know.
Yeah, well, they would have like top-notch technology, like they would, like the best submarine possible, things like that.
Gio, make sure you're watching, bro.
I am.
I see you looking at your screen.
Yeah, this is when it gets interesting. Oh, wow. I just noticed that he put the toilet paper on the shovel, on top of the shovel. That's a great idea. Wow, they literally set fire to things. Oh, dude, that looks like slang, dude. It looks just like him. That's the perfect casting. Stephen Lang.
Yeah, other than the Avatar sequels and Don't Breathe 2, he's not doing much.
Well, speaking of Don't Breathe 2, the first trailer comes out tomorrow.
Does it really? I was just going to ask about that. So
wait, the first trailer for what?
The first trailer for Don't Breathe 2 comes out tomorrow morning.
Oh, I thought you said Avatar. I was like, what?
I can't
Jacob,
believe...
real quick, speaking of trailers, did you see The Many Saints of Newark?
Wait, the trailer came out?
Dude, it's been out for hours.
God. I'm so...
Okay, how about this? After the show, Gio, did you watch The Sopranos?
I did not know.
Okay. Because I want a reaction, but I have no idea what is going on.
Keith and I have to do it.
Yeah, so maybe Keith can join you after the show to do a quick reaction so I can upload it tomorrow.
Man, so like, all right.
Jacob, fake fan.
No, I'm working a lot right now. I'm like barely paying attention to my phone throughout the day. And what the heck? I have notifications for the Joe Blow trailers, and that did not pop up. Like, they usually post every trailer.
No, Chuck, I did not watch that trailer. Should I actually watch it? Are you being serious? Does it look delightful?
You know what's? I watched that trailer, of course.
There were 3 trailers that dropped today. Speaking of a badass looking movie, Jolt. Jolt with Kate Beckinsale looks fire.
Wow, I'm just like so mad at myself right now. That's okay. I would have watched it, and then we wouldn't have my initial reaction for the trailer reaction.
Don't be afraid. We come in peace. That's pretty cool.
What's this character's name, Jake?
Kita.
Man, I don't know what it is with these
So we legit need to do an entire casting table for just
these animators know how to make attractive looking cartoon characters. I don't know what it is,
to Chuck and
but they do.
Yes, Kate Beckinsale is 100% fine wine. She is my actress crush, man. I've been a fan of her for so long. I don't know, man. Casting her would be tough.
Oh, they found it.
There's a lot of choices that you can cast for her. That's just a beautiful. And so here's why I love this so much. Here's why I love this version of Atlantis so much. They don't breathe underwater. They don't breathe underwater. It's a pocket in the ocean that they are living in. Unlike Aquaman, right? In that world, they are still people who just so happen to be downgraded from the world that we live in.
Yeah, so if you missed the beginning, Gio, but as Atlantis was going down, I forget exactly how, but like a force field basically goes up and it covers the city.
I'm curious, and I'm not trying to poke or push any buttons or anything. Like, how did you guys feel about when Zack Snyder decided to make, at least in his version, Atlanteans, like Mira did the bubble with the water, but then
that's in her power set though, right? Like she can do that.
But also how whales talk to each other, like those sounds that they make. Whereas James Wan decided to just straight up let them talk and breathe. I'm curious.
Well, I think even in Justice League or the Snyder Cut, he wasn't saying they don't talk underwater. I just think in that instance she was making like a bubble, right? But they still talk underwater normally. I
just remember seeing people had a problem with that because technically that movie came first, but whatever. Aquaman came first, and then what they saw in Snyder Cut.
Yeah, I never assumed that this is how they talk underwater. I just thought she was doing it in that scene.
Right. Just trying to get opinions, that's all. Not trying to, so.
Rachel, to your comment, the best comparison, and thank you, Chuck, it's very similar to what they did with Godzilla and Kong in Hollow Earth. It is extremely similar. Where Atlantis is in this movie. It's a pocket inside the earth, and there's lava, there's water, there's air, there's all this stuff that we're seeing now. They're not technically inside a volcano, but there is volcanic attributes alongside Atlantis.
The water is coming out of the statue's eyes.
And that's why that's why we talked about why I wanted to see this movie the most is now that we have Aquaman and we've seen a version of Atlantis with that, people can't be like, well, Disney made this because Aquaman was a success with Atlantis. This is such a vastly different version of Atlantis than Aquaman and what the DC universe has. They aren't underwater. They're in a pocket of the universe. They are speaking English. They're this society living in the world who still has this very strange technology to what we have. It would be so incredible.
And there would still be underwater scenes though as they travel there and stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like they battle the big monster, and we'll see more here very shortly too. And it kind of deals with that fantastical element, which we'll see very shortly as well with Kita. And
spoiler.
I'm not saying anything specific. Chill, Gio, chill.
You asked me to be invested, bro. You spilling plot points. Oh man.
Without looking at the chat, can anybody tell me who voices?
Oh, I saw the chat already.
The Atlantean.
What'd you say? The Atlantean who?
The king.
The king. Hold on. Let me mute so I can turn up the volume.
It's crazy what they have her wearing in this kids movie.
But I mean, a lot of
they did that with all the characters back in the day.
They were all animated movies had women dressed like this. It's just what it was. She wouldn't wear that now. They would have some kind of Atlantean attire, uniformish. Yeah, Chuck, Mayan influences for sure, 100%.
Dirty artists, man.
Again, why I love it so much. The background and the history that is involved in this movie is amazing. Gio, can't think of it?
Is it Max von Sydow? Oh, Leonard Nimoy. Okay. Jeez. I don't know. The daughter kept talking. I'm like, you know. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely gotta cast Milo and Kita, but we gotta cast the entire character list. That'd be a fun one.
After we do that, we must be the YouTube channel that covers Atlantis, the Lost Empire the most. Like the watch along, my challenge, and the casting table.
Absolutely. You could, and I know that I say this all the time, and I like movies to do one movie, focus on that single movie, and then if it works, you make more. But you legit have a franchise sitting in the palm of your hand with Atlantis and Lost Empire. The amount of things that you could make from this movie with this mythology and history and stuff, so much you can do.
Do you like Milo's Return? I haven't seen it.
I actually do like Milo's Return. It's not as highly coveted as the first one to me.
Was it a straight to video release?
Yeah,
because this was theatrical.
Yep.
Like most of Disney sequels were.
It was in the time where a lot of Disney sequels were straight to video, like the Cinderella sequels, and
back then, dude, DVDs made bank.
And that it was the big boom. The home video was the big boom, which is why they did it. So they could push these movies out constantly without having to worry about.
They made so much money on those straight to DVD movies,
VHS, DVD, all that stuff. Yeah, Billy, you're right. You're right. That's why a lot of people don't like it.
So is he gonna stay behind?
Why don't you watch Geo?
Why would you think that? Maybe she goes with him.
Ooh, plot twist.
Oh wow, was Milo's return literally that, or it just felt like that?
No, it was literally that.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So Geo, Milo is currently teaching them Atlantean.
Yeah, which I mean, maybe you need to pay better attention. It doesn't make sense. I mean,
Yeah.
is that based on a language that they? Never mind.
It's the actual Atlantean language that was lost, and Milo has it via what he has learned and researched. And Chuck, you are 1,000% correct. The Buzz cartoon series was fire. Fire. I remember there was a video game based on that cartoon series. I played the crap out of it.
Milo's character reminds me of God, what's his name? Spader from Stargate.
Oh,
I never saw Stargate.
James Spader from Stargate.
What?
I've never seen Stargate.
Interesting.
It's one of Roland Emmerich's good movies. One of the few.
Oh, Stargate. Yeah, I've seen Stargate with Kurt Russell, right?
Kurt Russell, yeah.
Yeah, okay, James Spader. Yes. It's very similar. Very similar. You're right. I was getting mixed up with something else.
And that chick, the one who people are saying are hot, she reminds me of the chick from Indiana Last Crusade. Although I don't know if she's a bad guy.
Wait, are you talking about the blonde German woman in Last Crusade?
Mm-hmm.
Takeda?
Which one?
Or Helga?
I don't know.
The white-haired girl?
No, not her. No, definitely not her.
Oh, so Helga.
Oh, he's talking about
Blonde.
yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Again, I don't know if she's bad, so like take I say with a grain of salt. So
Just watch the freaking movie, Geo.
I'm trying, but you're spoiling plot points.
I'm not spoiling anything.
What the hell is he doing?
Just imagine this in live action, guys. Like, are you joking me? Why has Disney not done this? Why?
Probably because Tomorrowland.
No, this is nothing. This isn't based on a cart. This isn't based on a ride.
I think they're hesitant to do anything non-Marvel, Star Wars,
IP.
or like big, huge animated movie adaptation.
So stupid.
Because if you think about it, like Nutcracker, right? Failed. Those type of Tomorrowland failed. Like this should be in the category of like obviously a lesser film, in my opinion, like Lion King. Like it should be a priority for them, right? But I think they look at it as more of a Nutcracker type Tomorrowland type movie, which I think that's a mistake. They could do something really cool with this. And it's an adventure film. It's an adventure explorer film, you know, like that. We don't get a lot of those.
And and this will never happen, but if I was an executive at a studio and I'm looking at our library, I'd be like, okay, we're in the era of remaking some of our animated films into live action. Personally, and I know that obviously box office comes into play, you got to make a profit, etc. If I were looking at it, I would be like, okay, these animated films are all-time classics, right? They made a buttload of money. People love them. They watch them constantly. They are being passed from generation to generation. What are the ones that aren't? Let's remake those, right? Let's remake
That's
the
a
ones
good
that are
point.
forgotten. Like the Atlantises, like the Black Cauldrons of the world that are great, but aren't given the credit that they deserve. Let's remake those, reinvent them for a new generation in live action now that we have the technology, and then see how they are taken into the world. That's what I would do. I know that money is clearly the leading prize of everything, but yeah, it just...
I guarantee you they've discussed doing this. And
this is also a big point.
It's going to be expensive, though.
In the time that we're in, this is a diverse...
I was thinking that earlier when we were talking about casting some of the characters. I was like, this movie did it 20 years ago. They had a bunch of... The whole cast is diverse.
Yep.
As far as characters go.
It was successful, and they have a guy and a girl in their bikini underwear together right now. Like... These days, you wouldn't be able to do that. They'd be in wetsuits or something.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I know I'm still watching a movie, but it just initially I was like, okay, to make a movie like this for a theatrical release, you would need a big name to star and a big name to direct, and just a monster marketing, because audiences, they've gotten used to, they see a brand, they know exactly what they're getting, right? You see the Marvel Studios logo, you know what you're getting. You see Transformers, you know what you're getting. You see Fast and Furious, you know what you're getting. With a movie like this, I mean, and maybe not having a big name star and a director is enough, but it would take like the perfect storm of big name director, big name star, and a hell of a marketing campaign to get this. But the fact that streaming, and I know streaming it still carries like, oh, it's a cheap thing. Not at all. I mean, on streaming, this makes a live action adaptation even more possible, even more likely. And we've seen what they can do with a $100 million budget, or even a $200 million budget spread over 8 or 10 episodes, like something that's done really right. So I think streaming opens the possibility of more live action. I get that people would prefer theatrical, but don't let the streaming name, the word streaming, like scare you away too.
It's different these days than it was 5 years ago. Like, remember we were having a conversation on now about Steven Spielberg crapping on Netflix, and he just signed an overall deal with Netflix.
Just signed with Netflix, yeah.
He just signed a deal with Netflix. Like, streaming is a whole different. It's a different ballgame now.
Scorsese's next film.
Exactly.
It's an Apple Plus movie, but it is going to have a theatrical run before it ever hits Apple Plus.
But
he's still signed with the streaming service.
From my opinion, like, as a big fan of this, I just want to see it get made. I don't care where it is.
Sure.
But I think that this movie could be really cool on the big screen because it's different, it's unique, it's a different world, which is what movies are based off of. With that said, since you brought up the directing point, Gio, does anybody have an idea for a director for this movie?
Well, we have some names thrown around, obvious already. Guillermo del Toro, which would be interesting. I know what you mean, Jake, but I don't think he would do it because he wants more control than he'd be given.
I wouldn't want him to do it. I like him doing his original content. I don't want him to do this.
Yeah. Gio threw out James Wan, obviously the Aquaman connection.
See, I'm thinking inside the Disney family, and I know I shouldn't be doing that. The choice that I would dream of, and I don't know how it would be Denis Villeneuve, obviously. I think it'd be amazing for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be a
epic.
great one.
but I don't
epic
think it would ever
sci-fi.
happen.
Would be a good name.
I had 2 MCU directors in mind. One, James Gunn,
Is one of them Peyton Reed?
Peyton Reed.
Well, how did I know you were going to say Peyton Reed? That's
James
crazy.
Gunn and Peyton Reed are 2 directors I think that could crush this movie.
I could see Peyton Reed doing it, to be honest. I totally could. You know what would be
I knew they would turn. Sorry. I saw that coming.
I was wondering about that because as a first-time viewer, like, I wasn't even thinking about it. And then I'm like, oh, wow. Like, the whole crew was in on it. Like, the whole crew. Sometimes it's like 1 or 2 people or like one guy, one girl, but it's the whole crew.
That's a good choice, Billy. That's a good.
But you know
choice.
what the draw for this movie would be if they made a live action is the cast, because it would be an ensemble cast. It would be like, not comparable, but you know how Knives Out like had such a crazy cast?
It'd be like
it would
Armageddon.
be like that. It would be like, oh my goodness, you have like 10 stars in this movie.
Yeah.
But you see, that's a great thing, but also like, man, like you would have to foot so much money for the cast, and like, I mean, this movie is pretty, like, to adapt to live action, that costs money. Like,
oh, for absolutely it does. Yeah.
That's why I think streaming like would be the way to go. Like, present it like in 8-10 episodes, have like a budget of, I don't know,
look,
Mandalorian, like
as you see, most of the time is spent in this, like, in the bubble, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think creating this underground, like where they can breathe area, would be that expensive. What would be expensive is the trip to Atlantis, and then whatever happens.
But Disney can afford it. It's not a question.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, yeah.
Gio, make sure you watch all this stuff, man. This is important.
So the director I thought of was Kenneth Branagh.
He's so hit or miss for me, though.
He is, but look, I didn't love Murder on the Orient Express. I did not. But like,
I love Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, and I love Thor, so I get it.
Yeah, and look, he's done big budget sci-fi fantasy.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
Incredibles, Tomorrowland. That's not
couldn't
bad.
Couldn't you see Kenneth Branagh directing this? Like, I could see that.
100%. Yeah.
He'd probably star in it. He'd probably have a role too.
That, man.
That's why I wouldn't want him in it.
Yeah. No, or maybe not. Who would he play though if he did? Would he like
probably the Colonel? The Colonel.
The Slang, right? Or the guy we want Stephen Lang to play?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Or maybe he would just play the mentor professor in the beginning, like that talks to Milo, that knew his dad, and it's just a short mini role. Tomorrowland isn't terrible, Chuck. It failed at the box office, if I'm not mistaken.
It did very bad at the box office.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I really like, what's her name, Britt Robinson, I believe.
So do I.
I think she's great.
She's not in movies anymore. She was just on Big Sky on television.
Really? Yeah,
she popped up in the second half of the first season.
Wow.
As a supporting character, not even the lead. She was a supporting character.
It's like Hollywood burying her after that movie?
Well, we've seen that so many times.
She was so good.
I thought she was great. She was young. She was great. She played great with George Clooney.
I don't know about the last scene in Tomorrowland though. I didn't love that.
I do think that the approach was very weird.
It
was still. I thought it was still a very good movie. Fine movie.
I don't consider it a bad movie at all.
No, it was a very strange approach for what, like, we didn't really see Tomorrowland. We saw the Wasteland, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler. But it's been out for a number of years. Because I remember being flipping hyped for that movie. I had it like so high up on my anticipation list. I was so pumped.
And how often do we see George Clooney starring in big stuff these days too?
Yeah.
That's probably why, because it bombed. He's like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Speaking of George Clooney, I know this doesn't have to do with George Clooney, but did you see that apparently Steven Soderbergh is weighing the options to do a Ocean's 4 for his trilogy?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
Chuck, I have a Tomorrowland pin from the movie. I got it when I went and saw the movie in IMAX.
I think I have one too. I think I was with you probably. Ooh, I missed the IMAX theater.
I went on Sunday.
Is that where you saw Fast 9?
It is.
Dude, we got to go more. I know we already have our Black Widow tickets for XD, but still.
Ooh, Rachel, Shang-Chi and IMAX is going to be fire. It's a good call, Rachel. Here you go, Gio. Real quick, pop over and read the comment, then go back and watch.
Oh, okay. That was confusing at first. Like Cyborg, comma, Kita just became
Kita became the heart, yeah.
I was like, Cyborg Kita? What's that? Oh, hell no.
Guilt tripping like a motherfucker for the last resort.
Oh.
There we go. That's why she's my favorite character. That's my favorite line in the movie right there. Yep. That's hilarious. Damn. I just thought of Jake. That crew has been through so much. Like, imagine just a series on that crew. Like,
oh my god, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Just their adventures.
Like all the stuff they did, yeah.
Yeah, their adventures. Look at that. The heart of Atlantis.
How's he doing? And I brought sweet, that's it. These crystals, they have some sort of healing energy. I've seen them work. No. She has been chosen like her mother before her. In times of danger, the crystal will choose a host, one of royal blood, to protect itself and its people.
Oh, this is from the beginning?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Choose. So this thing, in a way, the crystal thrives in the collective emotions of all who came before. In return,
Again, mythology.
protection. As it grew, it developed a consciousness of its own. In my eyes, I saw to use it as a weapon of war. Its power grew too great to control. It overwhelmed us and led to our destruction. It's possible beneath the city. Deep history from
How'd you guys feel about,
prevent
since you talked about somebody in the Disney family,
as my beloved wife
given the work he's already done, Robert Rodriguez directing a live action Atlantis?
I'd be down for it. I'd be game.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Especially because like I don't love like all the Spy Kids movies aren't great, but I like the first one a lot.
Oh my god, the first one's so good.
I love the first one's. You said it's
So
bad.
good.
Oh, good. Yeah. So like
good.
it's supposed to be a family friendly movie, right? So he can do that, and we all know what he did with that Mandalorian episode, right?
Well, and speaking of, and I know he just did that. Was it the Shark Boy and Lava Girl sequel? And it's called something else on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I know what
with
you're talking
Pedro
about.
Pascal. This is on a dip. This is speaking of the Mandalorian. It officially came out that he's actually show running season 1 of Book of Boba Fett.
Are you serious?
He's the showrunner, so he's running the whole thing.
That is
huge.
brilliant.
Yeah,
That is
Dope.
brilliant.
dope. Keith, I believe you have access, which means you can bring yourself on.
Gio, what is this?
What's
One guess.
up,
Oh,
buddy?
it's a mother box.
Good guess.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got full access now, bud.
Sweet. Okay, cool. What's up, guys?
Just
Keith,
enjoying
what's
the
happening?
hell out of Atlantis, man.
Okay, I'm trying to. I mean, it's too late, obviously, but I'm trying to remember. I know I've seen this movie. 112. Okay, let me. I know I've seen this, but I really don't remember it too well.
Oh, Keith, you got to go back and watch it, man.
I know. This sucks because I wish I was thinking we were watching Treasure Planet. And I got
Oh my
super
God!
excited.
Wait, Keith, hold on. At the very beginning of this, we pressed play. 5 minutes into the movie, Gio goes, "Wait, what movie are we watching? I have Treasure Planet playing."
Oh no! I swear I did the same thing. I was super excited. I was like, "Oh, we're watching
Oh
Treasure
my
Planet."
God, that's
Great.
amazing.
Great minds think alike, Keith. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Wow. I'm gonna
nothing against
I'm gonna
Atlantis,
boom-
but
boom tube out of here.
I'll be back. I need to read.
Oh,
nothing against
man.
Atlantis. Atlantis is I guess I don't fully remember, like I said, but Treasure Planet is awesome. It's got an awesome soundtrack.
I think if we had time, a double feature of Atlantis and Treasure Planet would have been awesome.
That would have been cool. Yeah, that would have been great. I love Treasure. It's so good. I wish they would do
Wait,
a lot.
would've
I
been
love
like-
Treasure Planet. I
It would have
love
been
Treasure
3
Planet.
hours
So
at the
much.
most.
Yeah, it would only be like a 3-hour show. Yeah.
Okay, so what? With 1/4. Okay, let me see.
Yeah, you can see it down below, Keith.
Have
And there's a
seen
sequel.
it?
We're right at the finale. You probably have like 10, 20 minutes left.
Okay. Well, you know, good.
Sarju, Titan AE. I also love Titan AE a lot. Titan AE is a really good movie too.
you know what? I've never seen Titan AE.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I could see how
Matt
you
Damon,
guys could
right?
confuse Treasure Planet with this.
Well, they're roughly
It came
the same
out a
time.
year later too.
Treasure Planet is in the sky and Atlantis is below Earth. How?
Well,
I mean, I haven't seen Treasure Planet.
Oh
But,
my god. Okay, I'm switching A League of Their Own. You're watching Treasure Planet.
serious.
but
You've never seen
like-
it? Wow, it's so good.
I don't know. It looks similar, like the poster at least, like the main
post
thing.
probably do. Yeah, they probably do. It's
But they
Jacob, it's
came
really-
out
it's
a year
really good.
apart too.
They are two of Disney's most underrated, if not the most underrated films they've ever done. Period.
In my opinion, The Fox and the Hound is the most underrated Disney animated.
How is that
film.
underrated? That movie's loved.
I don't think it's not. It's
What?
not thrown in with Aladdin or Lion King or Snow White.
Okay,
It's not.
real quick.
Well-
I'm gonna bring. Hold on, Schmodown question because this was asked last week. Can you name both their names, Jacob?
We just watched this like a year ago. I don't know. That's good. That's a great question. Wow.
The question was, can you name one of the two? But I'm going to ask if you can name them.
I should know it. Like I feel like an idiot because it's in my top 5 favorite animated films of all time. But I'm an idiot for not knowing it.
One is Copper.
Duh. Oh my.
The second one is Todd.
Duh. I know that, but I just
Todd.
couldn't pull it.
Copper
Todd's
and
the dog,
Todd.
right?
My recall is
Yeah,
terrible.
yeah. Copper's Todd's the fox.
So,
Todd's the fox.
Oh, that's the dog.
Kylo's brother that looks just like Leia is Copper. His name's Copper.
No.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is that the one that sold to a non-friend?
So Damont's parents have him,
Oh, nice.
and
Nice.
he's
Oh,
a
wow.
boy
I would-
who looks just like Leia.
I would
Oh.
love to see a picture. I would love to see a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
I want to get a recent picture of him.
So for those of you
Oh,
watching, because I know that Billy and Chuck and Starju and everybody, you all know Kylo obviously because of me. Kylo's mother was Jacob's dog Leia. I got Kylo from this guy, and Leia had a number of puppies, and they all but one went to Friends. if I'm
All
not
but
mistaken.
one went to Friends. Yep.
Yeah. So for all of you Kylo lovers out there, thank that dude.
Oh yeah. And
I remember
Yeah.
I remember walking to Jacob's house to go shoot a video and looking in the corner of my eye and being like, what are those?
What are these dogs?
What are
so I
those?
didn't even tell you. You were like, you have puppies, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And hey, I can't believe. So I gave all the dog Star Wars names, right?
You did.
And I called him Kylo, and you're the only one who kept the name. So thank you for that.
Oh wow.
It made sense. Leia's the mother, Kylo's the son.
Mhm. Yeah, it was perfect.
And Rachel, yes, you are correct. Jacob is Kylo's grandfather.
Yes.
So what is? So I'm Darth Vader.
You're Darth Vader.
I'm Anakin. Cheers. Yep. There we go. That makes sense. Full circle.
You want to know how I love that Gio is loving this movie? He's not listening to us.
He's zoned in, fully zoned
He
in.
is zoned
Well,
in right
You know what's funny? We all were kind of zoned in, like before Keith hopped on. Like we were all like
Sorry.
zoned in. No,
I
hey,
just
no
missed
worries.
talk, I
My
just
bad.
missed talk. I haven't talked to Keith in 2 weeks. I missed the dude.
I know. Exactly.
Oh, so my Disney Plus login has a picture of Darth Vader, and it says Darth Bartley. So that all makes sense. Keith, why do you have more than one Yankee hat?
Well, I only have one now because I had the classic blue one. I lost it somewhere, so this one's actually black.
No, I know, because I've seen you wear the blue one before.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I lost that one, unfortunately. That's the classic. I do that as a Jay-Z fan. I just wear, that's his graduation cap, as it says, the all blue Yankee hat. So, who are the voices in this? What's the voice cast?
Whoa, hold on. Keith, who voices Milo Thatch? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know any of the voices.
Michael J. Fox.
Really? I didn't know that. Oh wow. Cool.
And so I don't know if you'll ever get the chance to rewatch this, Keith, but throughout the entire episode, we've been casting these characters essentially, previewing a future Atlantis casting table, and we've thrown out so many names. So start preparing an Atlantis casting table.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We're doing it, Keith.
I'm making everyone do it.
But I think we should do that more often because there's a ton of animated films that would be great live action adaptations. That
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet. I was going to say we can definitely do that. I can't believe they're not doing a live action version of that.
Ditto.
Or at least we haven't heard. I don't know. Billy, are you in Boston? Billy must be in Boston.
No, he's a Cardinals fan.
Oh,
hey,
no,
but everybody,
everybody
hates the Yankees, man. If you're not a Yankees fan, except the Washington fan here.
I was gonna say yes. I'm a Washington guy. Yankees are they're my American League girlfriend. That's what I like.
Oh, you're just a Jay-Z fan.
I mean that too. But well, listen, I rooted for the Yankees before the Nats came to town. Because the Nats only have been there since '05. So.
Did you say your American League girlfriend?
Yes.
So it's like your side team.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm okay with that. I guess.
That's all it is. I do that with that to the Raiders. The Raiders are my AFC girlfriend.
Oh, I feel that way about the Chargers.
Okay.
But I liked him in the Phillip Rivers days.
Phillip Rivers coaching high school football now.
With his 25 kids.
That'll be fun, Chuck. I'm jealous you're going to a game, man. I haven't been to a game yet. I'm jealous.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, good job, Chuck.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
I love how focused Gio is.
I mean, I'm starting to get focused.
This animation, this is good. I miss 2D animation.
We were talking about that like right at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, this is really good. I watched Luca the other day.
Oh.
Emma and I.
What'd you think? We did a spoiler review of it already.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know if all the viewers have seen it though. But,
okay.
So maybe no spoilers, but what'd you think?
It's good. I enjoyed it. It's really good. I thought it was really good. I don't know.
It's a cute movie.
Yeah, I wonder how it would have done in theaters. But I don't know. But I think it's pretty good though.
Do you think it's better than Coco?
No, it's very good, but Billy, thank you.
I mean, I think Coco's great. So
Coco's awesome. I think Coco's
yeah. No, I like Luca a lot for sure, but it's like, yeah.
I think Coco resonated more with people like dealing with like lost loved ones.
For sure, and like the Day of the Dead and stuff.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you about to say?
Jake brought something to my attention. There is a trailer for the Many Saints of Newark out, and I have not watched it. Have you watched it?
Yes. Yes, I've got the lag. Yes, I have watched it. I've watched it like 4 times.
Okay,
no. So Keith,
I still think you should be on the reaction.
So Keith, if you don't mind, maybe you and Jacob can do like an 8-minute reaction after this on another stream, so I can put it up tomorrow. Sure. Just a recorded one.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah, definitely.
It's interesting because it's still gonna be valuable that Keith's there because I haven't seen it, so he'll be able to play off my first viewing of it, which is cool.
Yeah.
Is it like a real trailer?
It's over 2 minutes long, Jacob. It's a real
not
trailer.
like a teaser, right? It's a real trailer.
The full blown trailer.
Cool.
Yeah. Chuck, you're right there next to the Sopranos. You don't care about the Sopranos? That's your neighbors. Those are your neighbors, man. In New Jersey.
I didn't care about The Sopranos until Keith made me watch it. Good for you, Milo.
Freaking Vinny.
Oh, they all have those healing crystals on?
Yeah.
Wait, what was the reason for that again?
Because they're a part of Atlantis now.
Ah, okay. Oh, duh. Everybody has one on, right? Everyone who lives down there?
That girl from Power Rangers to play that character. Whoever was
Naomi
the Yellow
Scott.
Ranger.
I told you.
No, the one who was the Yellow Ranger.
Oh, Becky G.
Oh, Becky G.
Becky G.
As the one
Yeah,
with the
that's right.
hat.
Hey, now Emily Scott could play, what is it, Kita?
Keita. Yeah. I was thinking Natalie Emmanuel from Fast 9 and Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, that would work.
Bro gave him a little pop therapy on his neck. God damn.
What a terrible picture. And they all got treasure too, huh?
Yeah. Look how they're dressed.
Yeah, they're all rich now. And the two, like, a-hole ones died.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Look at Mole.
Do they even, like, I don't feel like they don't even kill characters most of the time in animated movies these days. Like, a lot of, in these older ones, they were killing characters all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Well, unless it's a movie like Coco, which is about death.
Well, yeah, that's obviously, right?
Which there's a lot of those now. Soul.
Unless the theme is death,
Yeah.
they don't just like whack characters in movies.
Oh no. We lost Keith.
I don't know why it looks like he like exited himself because his like arm raised and then he's gone.
He might have accidentally hit the back button.
True.
See, watch. I guarantee you hit the back button. Did you hit the back button?
I think it did, yes.
Because I saw your arm lift up.
This is a Stargate situation where he's going to stay.
Yeah. Gio called at the very beginning. Said James Spader.
Without knowing
Okay.
too that he was gonna stay.
So naturally, Roland Emmerich has to direct the live action. So.
No,
No,
Oh my gosh.
God, no. No.
that would be awful.
No.
But
Jacob, you remember that ending to Independence Day Resurgence?
what did they? Let's go kick their ass now. Like,
Let's
I,
go.
what?
say
I
yes.
watched
Down
it.
now.
I watched it 2
Yes.
weeks ago. It was on TV, and I sat there and watched it. I was like, "What am I doing with my life?"
Oh my
Oh my
god.
Look at Atlantis thriving, man.
This is a good fucking movie.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, we got the effing in there.
Gio, had you not seen it before?
He had never seen it.
Oh,
I saw part of Treasure Planet, but not this one.
Right.
Fire.
Yeah, I gotta watch this from the beginning.
It's a good, like, it's so underappreciated. It really is.
Thank you to all of our viewers who voted we only watched because you guys made it win the poll. So thank you. I'm so happy we were able to watch it. That's obviously I talk about the movie all the time. So
Yeah, all the time.
Oh look, a good Joss Whedon movie. Story by.
Oh, look at that. How about
Was
that?
it really?
He was part of the story team, Joss Whedon.
Yeah, it's like Joss Whedon. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
I mean,
James
obviously
Howard
he's
did
canceled
this
now. He's canceled for a good reason. So, but I'm just saying, he was involved in this.
Interesting. James Newton Howard did the score.
Which the
nice.
score is incredible. The
I think
score
he did
is
Treasure
so
Planet also. Yeah.
yeah, the score is so great. Gio, I need to hear your full thoughts, man. Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Well, I mean, I'm coming at it from a different approach to where I've seen it 20 years later now since
And
it
as an
first
adult.
released. So while some things seem by the numbers, I mean that's on me. That's on me for watching this movie 2 decades after the fact. But I mean, Jake, you were spot on about the mythology. I do like that. The characters are very likable. I like the effects. I mean, the way she summoned all those celestial-looking type people to, create a force field. I love that. Like it's a different take on Atlantis, but one that it's respectful. It's not like way out there to where it's just like, oh, okay, come on now, so I could definitely see a live action adaptation, and I think streaming would be the perfect thing for this. Like I said, 8 to 10 episodes, $200 million budget. You could do some stuff on this, and so yeah, I'm with you guys. I want to see a live action adaptation. I don't know when we'll get it, but hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I was glad that Jake challenged me to watch this a few months ago. Like it's just refreshing, it's like not every movie, like, all right, Jake loves this movie very much. To him, it's the greatest movie ever, but not every movie has to be the greatest movie ever, right? Like some movies can just be like, damn, that was a good ass movie that I enjoyed, and like good story, like fun and great mythology, like we've been pointing back to this whole time. So
agreed.
It's a good one. Like I wasn't mad that this won and that we had to watch it. I was excited actually.
I don't know, man. It's a tough loss,
Well, of course, but like I was like, this is gonna be a fun one. I knew it was, for sure.
No, yeah, I mean, not just watching the movie, but there were some really cool conversations we had in there and some fun stuff. Obviously, we'll be doing a casting table at some point. We had a lot of fun during the movie. I'm sure the casting table version will be fun as well.
Yeah, I mean, the characters are so lively, so it's like, it's like, ooh, who do you want to play that character?
Every character has like a moment that you need to cast. You can't just like leave anybody out.
We're all gonna die. Who's playing her? I love that line.
And this is also a good point. It's incredibly original. It's incredibly original.
Yeah, definitely.
Go ahead, Keith.
I was gonna say Leonard Nimoy is the voice of the Atlantean king.
Yeah, I trivia
that.
them to see if they knew it, and yeah, he voiced the king.
What? Wow.
Yeah. So Keith, if you go back and watch it, you'll know right away. Oh yeah, that's Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah, definitely. I bet. Cool.
No, that was fun. That was fun.
Awesome. Well, if we have no other closing thoughts on Atlantis, the Lost Empire, we really appreciate everybody stopping by. Would not be the same without you all joining us here and watching this with us. Don't forget, we're going to be talking Loki episode 4 tomorrow night on Marvel Rewind around at 7:30 p.m. Not around 7:30 p.m. At 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm gonna try to stay up and watch it at midnight. I'm probably not gonna make it because I've been up since 7 a.m. So probably not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try. And also check out the Fandalorian Club. We'll be talking the next episode of the Bad Batch as well. And of course, don't forget to follow Apocaflix Movies on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.